I'm going to start with just a couple of slides about Sustainable Westchester. Most of you know the organization well at this point. Here's a map of our members. It's already outdated because this week Portchester, the village of Portchester, joined the organization. So we're a nonprofit consortium of Westchester County local governments that has essentially joined forces to accelerate sustainability initiatives throughout the county. We have a number of different programs. Westchester powers the Community Choice Aggregation Program, the first Community Choice Aggregation Program authorized in New York State. We have 115,000 households participating. That's about a third of the households in Westchester County in 27 municipalities. And it's important to note that 24 of those municipalities opted for 100% renewable power as their default. And that means that over 500,000 metric tons of CO2 equivalent has been mitigated over the course of the program to date. We have a Heat Smart program designed to displace fossil fuels for heating buildings, a zero waste program to help municipalities support their residents in proper recycling and waste reduction, a clean transportation program providing discounts on EVs and assistance in securing support for charging infrastructure, and I'll be speaking about community solar. So I've been running solar programs for with Sustainable Westchester for a number of years, and I'm aware that there have been obstacles to participating in the past in the way we offered solar. So what if we could expand access to solar benefits to everybody, including renters? We ran the Solarize Westchester program focused on bringing rooftop solar more easily to property owners, working with 22 municipalities. That work generated over 4,000 inquiries from property owners interested in learning about their opportunity to install solar, resulting in 600 solar installations, which is a nice number, but that means that 85% of property owners who were interested in learning about installing solar either learned that they were not candidates or decided it wasn't the right fit for them. And what if we could make it possible for more organizations, including local governments, to install solar on their property? At Sustainable Westchester, again, a few years ago, we had an effort to help municipalities explore installing solar in an aggregated way on their rooftops, parking lots, et cetera. And what we discovered at that time was that the economics were very unfavorable in almost all cases at that time. And finally, what if we could integrate an element of guaranteed savings into other clean energy programs? So we've been very excited at Sustainable Westchester by community solar because it's a solution that helps to do all of those things. And the way it works is that large-scale solar developments are constructed in places that are optimal for solar. All that energy is exported to the grid, and most utility customers can sign up and subscribe to a particular community solar installation. They then receive community solar credits on their utility bills, and they pay the owner of the community solar farm or installation a discounted amount for those credits. The hosts of the community solar installations, in this case it can be municipalities, school districts, or commercial property owners, receive lease payments for hosting the installations. Results in wonderful benefits for subscribers, guaranteed savings, approximately 10%. There's no upfront costs. There's no solar installation on the property. You're directly supporting new solar development. It's available, as I said, almost to everybody, very importantly, including renters. and municipalities can participate as subscribers as well. There are lots of benefits for hosts, no upfront cost, you receive lease revenue, support local solar development. And so we've been enrolling people in community solar at Sustainable Westchester, running community solar campaigns. We're looking to integrate this solution into the Westchester Power Program. It's all a digital process, and we are thrilled to be partnering with NYPA and Westchester County on the Westchester Community Solar Partnership, and I'm going to turn it over to Vennela.
I just realized how easy my job is when there is a wonderful pool of co-panelists, because they touched on a lot of things that's going to make what I need to present today easy. Everybody talked about the aggressive goals that the state has. We're all in this room because we share similar goals, and that's exactly how we can make it happen is what I'm going to present to you. So I'm Vennela Yadhati. I work for the New York Power Authority. I've been in the government for about 15 months, but I see quite a few familiar faces already, thanks to Peter, actually, for the opportunity. So understanding the goals the state has set, NYPA has been working on developing a program that makes it very easy for our customers, especially that's the local governments, school districts, other public entities who wants to implement it. With the ever-changing policy and the incentive structures, the model itself, it is not very easy to keep it up. I live this every day and night because I can't sleep because of the amount of work and everything else that we do here, but it's not very easy. So NYPA has come up with our Clean Energy Advisory Services, which makes it easy from inception to completion of the project, all the way through operation of the project. We provide turnkey advisory services. That includes if you give me a potential site or property that you think is beneficial or could implement solar at, we will do a technical evaluation of it, a financial evaluation. We have a complete streamlined procurement process. And we also have done a pre-vetting of multiple developers across the nation, basically, that could work in New York State. That is over 45 plus private developers that could implement solar on your behalf. So we've vetted them out for their technical capabilities, their financial standing, because when you're talking about solar projects, you're talking about 25 to 30 years of a project life. You want to make sure the people that you're partnering with are the right partners and that benefit you and your communities. So for that, NYPA has taken it upon ourselves to do a pre-vetting of most of the developers, and we have our pre-qualified list of vendors. As I mentioned, when it comes to the feasibility assessments, we do both the technical and financial. We'll help you with the RFP development and the proposal evaluation, and also do a specialized contract mechanism that is standardized, that you don't have to rethink, that has already been vetted out. We actually work with the Office of General Services for New York State to develop a standardized contract as well. So how does it help you? It's going to ease the process for you. I will take the complete headache sometimes, but we will take on the complete responsibility, and it is at no upfront cost to our customers, whoever wants to do the partnership in this, participate in this partnership program. What this does is it brings in economies of scale, which reduces costs, or in a community solar model, it generates more revenues to our customers, which means it's also providing greater benefits to the communities and the subscribers that are participating in the program. And you will have NYPA. I'm a Westchester County resident personally and a White Plains resident. Along with that, NYPA's headquarters is in the city of White Plains. So we're only a phone call away or a heartbeat away. You could just come knock on our door. You could hold me personally responsible for making your projects happen. So how we had started this program, especially the Community Solar Partnership. We've worked with Westchester County, Peter McCart here. We've looked at over 200 facilities for the county. Peter has touched a little bit on it. We're implementing the phase 1 projects right now. They're in their preliminary design and permitting phases at 7 different county facilities. That's based on the ease of implementation, how quickly we could do things. And of the 9 megawatts we talked about, the county is interested in directly off-taking some of it, which means it is going to lower the loads at the particular facilities connecting to. For example, the courthouse annex is one good example of that. And the remaining 3 megawatts will be available to subscribers like me. I'm already a participant of the Westchester Power Program under the CCA model, which we'll be talking in this panel as well. And I'm looking forward to, because my next case study is the city of White Plains, who's sitting here as well. Whichever project gets done first, I'll be the first subscriber to that project under the Community Solar Program as well. So The next is, we've worked with the city of White Plains, who had issued their own RFP to develop community solar. That's going to result in significant savings. The economics are obvious when you talk about these programs to the local governments or public entity that is doing it. But there are other benefits. You're talking about the whole event, we're talking about community leadership and climate impact, right? So there is a significant benefit there, along with you're actually directly enabling your residents to benefit from this program. So from these two, it was actually Peter's idea. We have other facilities. We're talking about a phase 2. How about we combine our efforts and do a partnership? So from there came up the idea. About a week ago, exactly, on February 26th, NYPA had held a symposium called Community Solar Partnership Symposium, partnering with Westchester County and Sustainable Westchester. If you're interested in this program, I do have a flyer that I could hand out to you. Basically, all you have to do is express interest that you want to participate. You could be, if you have sites that you think are very good or you want to look at for solar, you can do that, give me a list of sites. Or if you just want to partake in some of the energy that is available through anybody else that is doing it, you could express that, or you could be both of those entities. So you have, all right. I will close it at that. I do have the flyer. While we're leaving, I'll hand it out to you, so stay in contact, and if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Vennela. Thank you. So speaking on community choice aggregation, Brad Tito of NYSERDA, followed by Michelle